We are ready to proceed. Mr. Karbou, I hope you had a good break.
Mr. Karbou, ngamira yedaharin kendo sotole.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I hope that's clear enough to you now. And I just want us to recap briefly what was said during the last session.
Lafta nga demanding nga saya kan demanding mbe tala daharin lo tumomen nga kumul tala ngani follo ta dame nga murwa kan demanding ro nga mul hakilo blande pour isalom be tentena nyami.
You testified about the drug operation involving NIA officers and some foreign nationals.
Yeah, kuma fo men keta operation oti dame yalon ko NIA ul bulobi je inil luntangulu dolu men yalon ko operation o atelle okay.
That you and your partner Lamin had intercepted and busted.
Ko eteni kafunyo Lamin altate tara dinkirato al lote maje.
After you received information from a confidential source.
Okola al nata kibaro soto kabo dinkirato me yalon ko mujiki dinkiraleti.
You narrated the events that happened thereafter.
Utumo menu beketa ube kola enata ulfana lusata.
When you were basically prevented from searching bags and material that you suspected to be cocaine and proceeds of sale of same.
Anufo Natali Bali, Aladu ko tamandola, itenyanta mbusu wala sakoso wala bago menkono jubela sobo bala ko cocaine be damin anin kodo be bago men fanan kono almanna wolu dodo sotonno pour kalibulo lakan.
You told us about the wild goose chase that you engaged with the NIA around Birkama and environs.
Ina tanyem fanam fo birali botaje pour kana Birkama police station oto ina elu dunta sato kono mininta kamurumurum hanu fo ina talabang station oto albarali fanalu be no manyin kamala ikana filialima.
And how the NIA conducted themselves at the Birkama police station.
Alufdaring police station oto fanang NIA elu na tamanya fasango menkeje.
After you all alighted from your vehicles. You told us how the NIA refused to refer the matter to the NDA, who had the proper jurisdiction to deal with drug offenses.
NIA bang purka kunyin chika kadi do kubunda la drug squad la many along ko wolela do ko famunyin drug court.
And this whole mix-up was eventually reported to your Director General, Bunsane, by your OC.
Munta betun kolbe nata lanyamin, alla OC nata akumo kibaro chika ayadi atella Director General la ikafume Bunsane.
And your Director General eventually relayed that information to the Director of NIA, Bobaji.
Ukola alla Director General Bunsane nata kibaro lunin kolbe Kenya sata NIA la Director ikafume Bobaji.
Before the end of the session, you started telling us about what happened during that visit to the NIA.
Janimbe janjal na katada handingula ya damuta kafunyeng NIA birai tataje kulu tamataje nyame mfanang.
Where you explained what had happened during the botched drug operation.
Hani fo inata fo wo drug operation o alnyanta odu ko men kala dem men nata ke kutinyari ngoti yo fanan sata.
And the instructions you received to put down everything that had happened in writing in the form of a statement. You were then referred to the Director of Operations, one Jim Drame.
Director of Operations, Jim Drame.
And you explained the intimidation tactics that he played in his office.
Inata itandiroke yesilandir manya lumeno tamande kambiribe official konoje.
In an event or in an attempt rather to get you to lie and to cover up a crime that the NIA had committed.
Andu itelio silandir manya kenyene kang puru ite sifani yafo nyinkamala NIA ulusi suturo soto itelio kuru yako mentamandi.
So what I would like you to do is to continue from that point and explain what happened in the office of Jim Drame and thereafter.
Sa embela fila yanyin sata wokobe kola biral tara Jim Drame la office to kolu keta je nyamin isi osata nyeng hanufo wokola alnata tente nyadile.
But before we start, I just want us to clarify one matter.
Janinga atati lefta yo kukiling sinayandi.
The hat that you're wearing on your head has a drawing of something in particular. What is it?
Natalo le soto wala drawing le bena fo nyimbala muna moti.
Na fo bala cannabis fenko le bije nying na Jamaican friend ola mise narcotic officer in Jamaica. So na travel to Nyolal to go to Spain. So when I was coming I didn't ask a present. And today la bad day, so that's why I put it on.
This, the symbol on the heart is of a ganja plant, was a gift given to me by a Jamaican friend who also worked with the Jamaican narcotics. I once traveled with him to Spain, and he gave me this as a gift. Today, being his birthday, I decided to wear it.
And just so that we are clear, are you advocating for ganja or what?
Clear
about this.
Ana manke wotinga du nebila la badeti pura salon koko nka wis badde la ina form indi nangadu wala kamala kotonya.
No, it's not that. I just put it on so that to let him know that I remember him today being his birthday. That's the reason why I'm putting on it.
Council, is it possible, just to be sure that we are all on the same page, that he takes the hat off to be sure that there is no ganja under the hat? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, put it back on.
Thank you very much. We just want to be clear because you are a narcotics officer and drugs are prohibited in this country.
Enumbara etebedo kuala wasira fenkele bundala lum malafi sira fengli sulo lunjang wala ninna taje kumoto asike jakaloti
Otala yekato.
So I plead with you. Oh.
Thank you very much. The reason why we were asking is that some of the viewers were interested.
Ne ajembe jinin karola dolu be jube rola wolle fonga nyin kumo mamandi jube lalu men be mane.
Thank you very much.
Inumbara.
Please continue and tell us what happened at Jim Drame's office. Thank you.
Sa in between isitente men ket kolu men keta Jim Drame la office ko no isi ofanan satanya.
Kabering akoy laftamin nanga ke mansong.
After he asked me to do that which they wanted and I refused, to lie against those that I did not know, who don't also know me, he picked up his telephone set. I heard him saying in Wolof to somebody, Alaji Moore, the kid is not cooperating.
In some minutes like Alaji Moore dundanang.
After he said that, for some minutes, Alaji Moore came in and said to me in Wolof, is that what you are saying?
Yes,
I said to him, yes, that is what I'm saying.
And what do you believe they were referring to by saying you didn't agree? Just to write the same false allegation that his officers wrote against those other people. That is what they wanted me to do, which I refused, and that is why he's telling him that the kid is not cooperating. And you said this so-called Alaji Moore came in and repeated the same thing, and you still disagreed. Amunta silanga ya foko birinyin Alaji Moore fanan duntanang wa amunta te fanan seta o kukilingole kang andung ifana ya jabi o kukilingole la. Yes. At this point, did you know who Alaji Moore was? Nyintembe yalo na jumalong Alaji Moore tibang.
No malong kabra dunta la I call telephone to then adunta ako Alaji halebi nangut. So kabri Alaji Moore na ta yininka nka eko ha antelecom mansong.
No, I did not know him. But when he called him, Alaji Moore came in, and when he asked me about it, I said yes, I am the one, and I am not agreeing to do that. And did you later know whether Alaji Moore was called by another name?
For inatalun Alaji Moore dung ikakili todo la lebang.
Ikafai Alaji Idris Ajub.
They call him Alaji Idris Ajub.
But he's commonly referred to as Alaji Moore.
Walala nickname.
Alaji Moore.
That is his nickname, yes.
So every time you refer to Alaji Moore, you're referring to Alaji Idris Ajub. So what niko drong Alaji Moore amunta sa ebe Alaji Idris Ajub lema.
Yes.
Kindly proceed and tell us what happened after Alaji Moore came into the office.
Sa intenten ya fanya bring Alaji Moore dunta nang office kono han for dia mo da mata mun na take.
Another file kon halebinangut he had to follow the normal procedure like others went through.
He said to him, since the kid is not cooperating, then he has to go through the normal procedure like others used to follow.
And do you know what he meant by this?
Yo alon na wo koto momenti bang.
O wal lumina wata ya for time o minamalo but not alone.
At the time he said that, I did not know, but eventually I got to know.
Please proceed and tell us at that point when you got to know.
Then Jim Drame konyeko, you have phones nka ko yes telephone bembulle.
Then Jim Drame asked me if I had phones, and I said yes, I have telephones with me.
Akonye bondiel and the table kan.
He asked me to bring them out and place them on top of the table.
Sony Ericsson T28.
Sony Ericsson T28.
790322, that was the number inside the phone.
79022.
790322.
790-322.
Sony Ericsson kono.
That was in that phone, the Sony Ericsson phone.
I have Vodafone fanang number is 917008.
And my Vodafone as well.
So akungelandi tabulo kan.
He said that I should place them on top of the table.
So akongani Alaji Moore fuye dia ngasi banta.
He asked me to excuse him so that he and Alaji Moore could speak, and I went outside.
Ntara si banta.
I went outside and sat there.
NIA officer do kafumi Mustafa Sise.
Another NIA officer by the name Mustafa Sise.
Nsita balaje.
I sat beside him.
Alaji Moore nata funti atata.
Alaji Moore came out of the office and went away.
Mbesirinje.
I was sitting there.
Modolo ma kontongolo ma tolonde barngama ikafai cham.
Some other person whose name I do not know, but I heard people calling him Cham. He came to me and said, you are supposed to answer.
Then Celta stairs santo.
So we climbed the stairs.
Please tell us where the office of Jim Drame was located within the NIA premises.
Jim Drame la office be mintole NIA la sansama kono.
Abe second floor le ni bota director office ibe sella one stairs atella office be bundala.
If you come from the director's office, the second floor, his office is by the door.
And what time of the day was this?
11 mafangolom.
It was around 11.
Okay, please proceed.
Then nin Cham tatan selta.
Then I went upstairs with Cham.
Ntambita da kilina.
We went past one door.
Marala tem mafang.
On the left hand side.
Then bunda do biye.
There is another door.
He
said to me, that is where you are wanted.
But Cham mandunde.
But Cham did not go in.
Cham tambita.
Cham passed.
Ngada knock.
I knocked on the door.
Ngada push.
And I pushed it.
But
I did not know that people were hiding beside the door. As I got inside, one held me here, another one held me here. But when I got inside, Alaji Moore was seated facing me as I am facing you now.
So
one took a bag and put it on my head.
What kind of bag did they use to put on your head?
It's a green bag. And put it over my head.
Alaji
Moore said to him, it is not necessary in Wolof.
What kind of material was this bag made of?
It was plastic.
Then Alaji Moore
said to him in Wolof, that is not necessary.
So
and so they removed it over my head. He cuffed my hands and asked me in Wolof, what we asked you, are you going to do it or not? I said to him, I'm not going to do it.
And this was the statement where you were being asked to write lies?
Yeah.
And can you just tell us what you observed within that room? After you went in, you realized that some people gripped you from behind. Did you have an opportunity to see who they were at that time?
So bari foinata across le jumanyu le militi menu be manyala ni menu be bunkono.
Milbi je melonde bari nyenya dal jele.
that were there, I did not know them, but I could recognize their faces.
And how many of them were there?
There were up to 4, 2 on each side.
And what happened after you still insisted on your position and refused to lie?
Where he was sitting down, he picked a scissors. He tore my trouser from here up to the top.
Who are you referring to?
Alajimor.
And you mentioned that he picked up a scissors. But before we go into what happened after he cut your clothes open, just tell us what you observed in the room, apart from the people who were there. Were there any other items in that particular room?
To God, I saw electric wires that were plugged. I saw clippers, just as the ones they used to charge batteries.
These electrical wires, where were they plugged into?
There were sockets in which they were attached to.
Are you referring to electrical sockets?
Yeah, electrical socket. They
plugged all of them there.
So these were live wires, basically.
Yeah.
Please proceed.
Yes.
Then fair kurang iron of an
I saw an iron there.
Electrical material jamalo baby plug
And other electrical gadgets that were plugged.
Then covering ka entakela.
Then when I said to him that I will not do it, he took a scissors and tore my trousers from the lower leg up to the top.
The same thing on the other side too.
And he did the same on the other side. He tore all my shirt. And I was naked just as I came into this world, standing.
Please take your time, Mr. Karbou.
Then Akala Molioko forced him to kneel down.
Then he said to his people, force him to kneel down.
Who are you referring to?
Lajimor.
Please go on.
Then Yem force will kneel down while Mbulobe covering.
So they forced me like that, and I knelt down while my hands were still cuffed.
Atele force ye butero kumas electrical wire yake on nengaja chikata, and then he started beating me.
He was the first one to start the beatings. He took the electrical wire and started beating me up.
The orders followed.
And the others followed.
So we
were there.
Abija atata for 2 to 3 minutes.
We were there up to 2 to 3 minutes.
Yambalo barama.
I got injured on the body.
But let's give him time. He will change his mind.
I heard someone talking from the back saying, let us give him time, he will change his mind.
You've already mentioned that you were cuffed in the front, I believe. Your hands were in front of you. You were kneeling down. You said Alaji Moore took these live electrical wires and started flogging you with them. The others who were beating you, can you tell us how many were beating you and what they were beating you with?
Electrical wires because the beating was coming balod la beto. Just
they were beating me with electrical wires, and the beating was all over my body. I used my hands to cover my face.
And you said they beat you for about 3 to 4 minutes, and they stopped. At that point, kindly tell us what you observed on your body. Did you have any injuries? And please explain what injuries you had.
On my head, I was injured there.
And still now abijele.
And up to now, it is there.
Na face fananto janyi mako fanan bijele.
My face also, this mark is still there.
Mbalo fanan nalse so ngai tandala beni mbaramolom.
On my body too, if you would allow me, I will show you.
Dol kontaleva.
Mr. Karbou, we have pictures of your injuries, so we will tender those later on. I'll refer to them. Thank you.
Nata lolu soton e bala jato bala menu bije mbewlu itandila le nyato mbewlu kala sede kayto leti.
Please proceed and tell us.
So mbije for 2 to 3 minutes do nata for komanga ka for let's give him time for him to change his mind.
So we were there for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I heard someone speaking from the back saying, let's give him time, he will change his mind.
Then Liparonata stopped.
Then the beating stopped.
And you've mentioned this person who just spoke. You've already told us before that when you entered the room, you couldn't recognize any of the people who were there, and you said there were about 3 or 4 people in the room.
Ako bitung yo foto mo men nanyi mendi amute ko ma andung imalo ndung ko molu be dendering ye amunta ye mo nani le fo men yalon ko wolle muta so wol ko la fo mo dol fanam bijele.
Now I believe mo kilimo mimbelli paka wala ka fo ko let's give him time for him to think whether he will change his mind.
I believe the person who was beating me was the one who was saying let's give him time, maybe he will change.
And can you tell us how many people participated in your torture at that point? Can you tell?
Wotembo isa fono mojele bulota purke lipa.
Because I believe le milbe muta including Alaji Mora se mo lulusile.
I believe those that held me, including Alaji Mo, would be up to 5 people.
And who was giving orders for you to be beaten?
Jumale be kamodi kanum puri lipa.
Alaji Mora, because later Nata discover ko he is the head of those torturing group. He is the head.
It's Alaji Mo, because it was later that I got to know that he was the head of that torture group.
And are you saying that there was a special torturing group
Very
at
well.
the NIA? And that was their sole role, just to torture people?
Amunda wala do ko munyini tidron kamulu tilimbali ya kamulu tajire ya.
Ha.
Yes.
Did you later come to know any of the names of those people who were part of that torturing group?
For inata molu sotone menu tolong wo molu kono menu be tajire ya kanwonya.
Hani ala ko tonya nga Alaji Mora sute jenni ala.
No, between me and God, it is only Alaji Mo that I recognize there.
And after you sustained these injuries, were you bleeding?
Ako biriye nyimbara molu soto fo yelo bote balo balale ba.
Yeah, mbalo beni yelo lom katankungo.
Yes, my whole body was bleeding, including my head.
And you were then given time. Tell us what happened after this.
Ako tumo fo nata wato dila sala mo be ko la mune nata ke.
So after Itolnata move, bari mo kilinda male to koma je.
After they moved, but they left behind one person.
Then Itolata meta domandi mo fla duntanang.
So after they left for a long time, 2 individuals came in.
Chami e bunda itandina.
Cham showed me to a door.
Ani modo bije ka fay dusane.
And he was there with some other person called Dusane.
Ngolom police olom.
I know that one. He's a police officer.
Presently atelong SOT CID Bursubi police station.
Presently is the SOCID at the Brusubi police station.
Kabri wodunta.
When he got in,
Ako chami kwanteki, this man is a police officer, why this?
he said to Cham, but this man is a police officer, why this?
Cham ki ajabaka e fido de ham.
Cham said to him, well, here you never know.
That's what I will find through account.
That was what he said to him in Wolof.
And do you know why they were there? What was the purpose of their presence?
Ako fayalo ne munan na ibije ila taroje mun dalila lemu.
No hanima wolonde.
No, I did not know.
And at this point, can you tell us your position? Because you had told us you were kneeling down and you had your handcuffs in front of you. Were you facing the door or were you facing, giving the door your back?
Ako afanya nyintembe yalo ye nyoindile bulol be handcuffing so nyimembe na taketeng aketa nyaadile hanimbi be nyoirin ne bam fo be nyaadile
Ha mbe nyoirin mbulo ya handcuff mbe nyoirin teng.
Yes, I was still kneeling down and my hands were cuffed.
Then Dusano and Cham nata funtitata.
Then Dusano and Cham left and went outside.
Were you facing the door or was the door behind you?
abunta nyabe tilindi bundala le fo bunda be komale.
Bunda be komale. Mbe nyoirin kombe siri nyamenteng. Bunda bi janni.
Just as I am seated here, I was kneeling and the door was behind me.
How did you see those 2 people who came in?
do mo flol je nyaadi le menu dunta nang
kabri dunta bunda e lota nyaati wala jefon tabulo bala jefon.
When they came, they stood in front of me by the table there.
Please proceed.
akoy tenteng
Then kabri wol funtita.
So when they went out,
I turned back. Nga moje lorinje.
I saw someone standing there.
So ngalo ni mambori nsena life lose nole.
And I realized that if I did not run, I might lose my life.
Son tonta wala nyama nga nyimpus. Mami be bunda bala nga pus. Fanyankalta otonkonto.
So I turned and pushed this guy who was standing down there, and he fell down. At the corner there.
After lenata lonkato mu pasi seleti.
It was after I got to know that his name is Pasise.
Then ngadas tampu wala nyama.
So I kicked on the door.
Da katita.
And broke the door.
Then ntata.
Then I went
in handcuff.
Still in handcuff.
Komba e ulu nyaming.
Naked as I came into the earth.
Through the back door. Enaila back door.
Through the back door.
Kata bade kobala.
Towards the cemetery.
Kata achoto.
Towards the arch.
Ngawo koma siloleta.
I took that back way.
Kata Birkama transport garage soto.
To go to the Brikama transport garage.
While crowd ben nokang.
While a crowd was following me, I was naked.
Straight. Ntara police station auto.
I went to the police station.
Ntambita wola.
I passed it.
Then after ntata na direct or ala office auto.
After I went to my director's office.
Mfutata je.
When I got there.
Nyetu nyame meeting ala director.
Just as I left them in the meeting, the directors.
Nyetara wol nyama.
The same way I found them.
And you have explained this scene to us, which just to me sounds like it's a movie clip from Hollywood.
Munta yenyi mfonyele nu bara munta la kodron ko cinema ka Kenya min ko Hollywood America la cinema dada dula ka cinema fa songlu menu dada ani wala muliyata mfe.
What time of the day was this?
Ni mutilo wati jumaleti
12-1 mafangolom.
Between 12 and 1.
So this was in the middle of the day, bright sunshine.
Munda ni mutilo konol de tilibulolem nyinti tilobe banda.
Doku watolom karamuta diniwol fanankata doku lale.
It was work time and the school children too were going to work.
And you said you attracted quite a crowd.
Munta iko kafole bulate noka.
Ha.
Yes.
What was the reaction of the crowd?
Wakafo molu ibe maka nyadile.
Ibe urukan noka nembita kang.
They were shouting behind me as I was going.
And were your injuries clearly visible? Were you bleeding at this time?
Andu otumo ila baramolu be bandale otumo hanim before yelo be kanga balale ba.
O transparent la ekajele ka yelo jambalo betul.
It was transparent. You could see blood all over my body.
And how did you manage to escape from the NIA premises? I mean, it was the second floor you were on. You went downstairs through the back gate. I mean, were there no security personnel at the gates?
No, komasilo
daw. Kanata nyadile. Kadu ibenu NIA lo sansa wala kono. Andu komasilo ifindita wala nyonyandi. Fo kantar la lutiye.
No. Kabinta kata watu kantar la lutiye.
When I was at that time, there were no security guards there. It's only the vehicles that use the back door.
And whilst you were running, were you being pursued by the NIA or did they just stay at the office?
Ako beibo borola wonya kata. NIA ul beno kan ne bam fodo mitel man na bule noma.
Kabrim futata na director la office len nata lon koy benno kan ne.
When I got to the office of my director was after that I knew that they were after me.
And you said the crowd behind you was shouting, on the way. What were they shouting?
No, mama, because
no, I did not hear because at that time I was only thinking about my life.
And how did you feel at that time running through the streets of Banjul in the middle of the day with a huge crowd behind you, absolutely stark naked, bleeding, injured? I mean, how did you feel?
Tilibula ba ibe bor la banyunum be do lukang kafo be noma wolbe wurila inim baramu yelobe bole balo bala ite yota nyadile wo tilibula bala
because it's the only solution on our Maresoto to save my life.
That was the only solution available to me to save my life.
And what do you think would have happened to you if you hadn't escaped?
Ya mera mune be kelela no ni mankana.
I could have died.
I
could have been paralyzed. I could have suffered pain.
You had essentially gone through the first session of your torture, I mean, before you escaped. Do you believe that you would have been more tortured would have been carried out on you?
Yeah, ikana ya munta ya tajire ya follow kelale. So ila miroto nataka misali kama mankana nu. Yenye mutakoy bina murula nan kane tajire ya kotake.
Yes.
And tell us what happened when you got to the office of the Director General Bunsane.
Afanya mune natake brief tata la Director General office of Bunsane.
Kabrim futata Bunsane office ngada junkule ndunta kang they were or ibe surprised tale.
When I got to the Director Bunsane's office, I crashed on the door and got inside, and they were all surprised.
OC Lamin Sise.
OC Lamin Sise.
Ako, what nonsense is this?
Said, what nonsense is this?
Then Bunla Odli. Ibusane,
then Buns Odley, Ibusane,
ani Momodu Baro,
and Momodu Baro,
wole soto din nangadum.
They gave me a shirt to put on.
So Momodu Baro is abe drug squad le barabe postings la Serekunda station ne.
So Momodu Baro, who is a drug squad officer, but was on postings at the Banjul Serekunda station.
Ibusane womu CID leti saying abe Kunkujang police station.
Ibusane is a CID presently at the Kunkujang station.
Handcuff bala keno min kataraje because imayele no ya loose.
On the handcuff, the chain that is there, they couldn't open it, but they loosen it. At the time when they were loosening it,
Jim Drame, Ibrahima Jim Drame, Alaji Mor, Sheriff Sise, Lamin Dabo, Wanto Damfa, and other officers of the NIA.
And other officers of the NIA.
He jumped inside the office.
They jumped into the office.
We will take him back.
And said, we will take him back.
Can we just go through the list of names that you've given us? You've already identified Alaji Moore. The other officers, can you tell us who they were?
Alaji Moore to fole foka pare ani mo dolu menu ye fote wollam jumalti.
Alaji
Moore,
Sheriff Sise, Ibrahima Jim Drame, Lamin Dabo, and Wanto Damfa,
and Wanto Damfa, who was a female.
You've already given us that list. We wanted to know what their positions were within the NIA, if you know. Let me refer you to each of them. Tijandur. My apologies. Sheriff Sise.
NIA officer lombari malang ay rank nyari de soto.
He's an NIA officer, but I don't know what his rank was.
Ibrahim Jim Drame.
Ibrahim, director of operations.
He was the director of operations.
Lamin Dabo.
But I don't know Malal Munal rank.
He too was there, but I do not know what his rank was.
But I be postings la Brikama NIA office presently.
But he's posted at the Brikama NIA office at the moment.
And Wonjo Damfa.
It's a female and he's at the NIA.
And what happened after these people came into the room?
Lamin Sise
OC Sise said that they will not come in.
So anibe o confrontation.
So they had a confrontation.
Bunia telephone chika.
Bun picked up the telephone.
I Bobaji call.
And called Bobaji.
Momo we bunkono je ya be amola be loudspeaker.
And all the people that were in that room heard it because it was on loudspeaker.
Akaiko.
It said to him,
did you know what your people did to my officer?
Did you know what your people did to my officer?
Bo's
response was,
I had someone escape, but I don't know it is your officer that you brought.
I had someone escape, but I did not know it's your officer that you brought.
So Bun I'm bringing him back for you to see yourself.
Then Bun said to him, I am bringing him back for you to see yourself.
Then Then I
got inside Bun's vehicle.
Jim Drame Duntang
Jim Drame joined us.
Natata.
And we went together. When we got to the NIA,
the same back way
we went through the same back way. Bun arrived. We found Bobaji standing at the door. He looked at my body.
I can't believe this.
And said that I can't believe this.
Who did this?
And asked who did this.
Who did this to him?
In English, he asked who did this to him.
Alaji Morka, it is me and Jim with my colleagues. We did this to him.
Alaji Mor said to him, it is me and my colleagues. We did this to him.
I will in English.
That was what he said to him in English.
And can we just go through what Alhaji Moore said? He said it was him, Jim Drame, and his colleagues. What colleagues are you referring to?
Torturers.
Colleagues.
And a million torture.
And those that tortured me.
Were they different from the group that he had come with?
It's different. He's talking about million torture. When they asked me to kneel down.
He was referring to those that I found inside the room when they asked me to kneel down.
Yes, but Jim, you had indicated, Jim Drame, who was the director of operations of the NIA, you indicated that Alhaji Moore mentioned him as being part of it.
Yes, Alhaji Moore mentioned that he's part of it, at the presence of the two directors.
Yes, and Jim Drame, where is he currently?
He is working with the drug squad as an operation director.
And he's essentially your boss?
He's my boss.
And you're saying that Jim Drame participated in your torture?
Very well. That's what the response Alhaji Moore gave, because Mantara Koma, those who carry Muta, I was in there. I am not seeing all of them, but Jim mentioned, Alhaji Moore mentioned the presence of the two directors. It is me, Jim, and my colleagues that did this to him.
Very well. Please continue and tell us what else he said.
Then Bun Kaeko Ntekatale.
And Bun said to him, I am going.
Then Bun left.
And Bun left.
Mr. Karbou, you're not waiting for the interpretation. I have warned you so many times. Please take your time and wait for the interpretation. Please proceed.
Then Bun Tata Wale Nyama.
So Bun left like that.
Mbije.
I was there.
One officer by the name of Malik Sise.
One officer by the name Malik Sise.
Such nonsense should not be tolerated here anymore. We should act professionally.
He said that such nonsense should not be tolerated here anymore. We should act professionally.
And who was Malik Sise?
NIA officer.
He was an NIA officer.
Kabrai Wofo.
After he said that,
Alhaji Moore responded.
Alhaji Moore responded.
And
they had an argument.
Then Malik Konya come.
Then Malik said to me, come.
Then after Tala Purka handcuffol milbembulo bala.
Then he tried to remove the handcuffs that were with me, but they could not locate the key.
So Malik Sise essentially was condemning the actions of Alhaji Moore and the rest of the group that tortured you.
Very well.
And what was the reaction of Alhaji Moore or any other of the NIA officers when he said this? Please wait for the interpreter, Mr. Karbou, please. We have time to hear your story.
Then Malik Kaiko Omanyankela.
Then Malik said to him, this should not be.
Alhaji Moore condemned.
Alhaji Moore condemned him.
So you know about word la.
So they had an argument.
Malik Konya come.
Malik said to me, come.
I in Sambala office.
He took me to his office.
Anata chabo nyininka purka handcuff bondi.
He tried to locate the key to unlock the cuff, but they could not see it.
So nyin serindingo nyin rivetindingo.
So they used a hacksaw.
Ya kuntu.
I use it to cut it off.
That
is responsible for this mark I have on my hand here. And they removed the other one, the second one.
So Malik
took a tissue and he was trying to wipe off the blood from my body. He was doing that. The door was opened.
At this point, Mr. Karbou, you said Bunsane, your Director General, left you at the premises of the NIA. After the treatment, after your treatment at the NIA, why did he leave you there? What was the purpose?
Council Mobile Director to Yemi Wato means for NIA at that time.
Council, there is no one single director who dared the NIA at that time.
And how did you feel when you were left at the mercy of the NIA officers once again?
I just took faith and leave everything in the hands of God.
Were you at liberty or were you under detention at this point?
I was under detention.
Please tell us what happened.
Then Cham, me and somebody died and the same Cham Muruntana Konyako, Malik Siseko, ya needle at the panel.
Then Cham, who had showed me that door initially, returned back and said to Malik Sise that I was needed at the panel.
Then nata wota katela conference room.
Then we went to their conference room.
Louis Gomez taraje.
I found Louis Gomez there.
Can you tell us where the conference room is located?
Afanya ila conference room be mintole.
Ni bota Jimla office rege ka selele another stairs ikela conference room setowal.
When you leave Jim's office, you go one step up on the stairs, and then that's where you find the conference room.
Is it on the same floor as the torture chamber?
Yeah, this
Anin tajire ay kamolu tajire adami.
wolom
bebe bunjang kilingol.
wolom ni dunta ila main entrance la.
Yes. When you get onto through the main entrance, the story building you see.
Then Louis Gomez tarela wo panel otoje.
I found Louis Gomez in that panel.
Haidara deputy director ngatara sirinje.
Haidara, the deputy director, I found him sitting there.
Ibrahima Jim Drame bijele.
Ibrahim Jim Drame was there.
The present director NIA Usman Sow afanan bijele.
The present director of the NIA Usman Sow, he too was there.
Alaji Idrissa Job fanan bijele.
Alaji Idrissa Job was there.
Ekafumi Alaji Mor.
And the one they call Alaji Mor.
Anin Sukuta Jamme.
And Sukuta Jamme.
Wolbe siri ye nyatiling tabulo komi ye tabulo bulatenne. Itolbe siri mbulubala.
All of them were sitting just like they put the table here, and they were seated at the right hand side.
Who was Sukuta Jamme?
NIA officer.
Do you know what his position was at the time?
The charge office. The charge office are more responsible to all.
He was responsible for their charge office.
And where is he now?
I missed him, God knows.
What about Louis Gomez? What was his position at the time?
Louis Gomez atela
la position of
I did not know what his position was at the time.
And do you know where he is now?
Yes, I am aware that he's late.
What about Alaji Moore?
Alaji Moore dung.
Atemo NIL te atolon torturing na bosti.
He's an NIA officer. He's the boss of the torturers.
Yes, you've already told us that. I was wondering where he is now, if you know.
I heard that he traveled to the UK.
Okay, please continue and tell us what the composition of the panel were and what happened.
Then facing them,
Tijandur,
I saw him sitting there.
Karamo Drame.
Because
you walked to Brikama station.
Because those were the ones that left behind at the Brikama police station. Amongst them,
Fernando Koje.
I saw Fernando Ko,
Ansumana
Fati,
Babu Cham, and Lamin
Sima.
But Nimolu.
But these people, Tijan's head was bleeding, so he took his singlet and tried to stop the blood with it. His body.
Ansumana
Fati too.
Fernando Ko.
But Fernando Ko, the state in which I saw him, only God knows.
Because
Because the iron, the shape of the iron was on his body. You could see it clearly.
So,
sorry, let's just have clarification that the shape of which iron are you referring to?
This electric iron. The shape of the electric iron was on his body.
And are you saying that an electric iron, which had been turned on, was pressed on his body?
Munte fer kurang wala pasir lang kurang fero yole mala ya law kandi mata ya ke abalo
kabrim bento chola bunko na ngaminje electrical iron yole la bala.
While they were torturing me inside that room, the electric iron I saw, that was one they put on his body.
And what was his body like? You had said it had the shape of the electric iron. What were his wounds like?
All his body was destroyed.
Okay. Yeah.
And what do you believe happened to these people, resulting in all of these injuries that you saw?
Yo molu menu jewonya bara molu be bala ni o fer kuram marke olu be bala itila miraro to mune ketela
itolle tocho
they tortured them
Because Jele found Nata Lonko Alaji more coming for Jimmy, let him, he will also go the same process like others, yelling along, koe tochore ye tochole.
That was where I knew what Alajimor was saying, that to allow me to, that I will go through the same torture, the same process. That's why I knew that was what he meant.
And that was when you were in the office of Jim Drame and Alaji Moore came and said, well, he would have to go through the same process.
Well, mbiribe office okono Alaji Moore nata ako bitum itefanang ibe tambindila ni usila kilimulela.
Yes.
Let's just go back a little bit, Mr. Karbou, just for the benefit of our audience. You mentioned Tijandur and Karamo Drame. These were the two suspects who the NIA pretended that they were arresting and deposited at Birkama police station. Is that true?
Yes, the same individuals.
You had also referred to Ansumana Fati.
Yes, he was the one that moved with the money.
And this particular money, can you tell us, do you know what it was or how much it was?
Kabirin tata yen samba kitel nata mo ko 15,000 euros.
Yes, after they took me to the court, I got to know that it was 15,000 euros.
And do you know what this money was for?
Yes.
Please tell us.
Okay, o conference room auto Hydra nata for yentelonne.
In that conference room, Hydra asked if they knew me.
Ikoy malongo.
And they said they did not know me.
And jele fana nata lonko wolmu Guinean already.
And it was there I got to know that they were Guinea nationals.
Ibela.
They asked them all.
Mokoy malong.
All of them said they did not know me.
Ni Lamin Sima.
Myself and Lamin Sima.
Jele Ansumana Kamfata.
That was where Ansumana got angry.
Ako famu kilineti.
He said, death is one. I must speak the truth. They said to him,
Ako.
He said,
here is the floor, talk.
Ako eko ntel miyan natijang NIA le natijang.
He said, what brought us here is the NIA.
Ako Jim ya alone Alaji Moro ya alone.
He said, Jim knows and Alaji Moro knows.
Besteri ndame lojo minto itolle kajo.
Where I am staying at the lodge, they used to pay the bills.
Ako nteni Lamin Sima malong.
They said, me and Lamin Sima, they did not know us.
Ako nyule kodo dila puriye nyemfenko atondi lasikoyo sang.
These people gave them money for them to go and buy white powder, which they used to paint the houses with.
Near to
when it is pounded,
NIA leka drug cocaine fangodila.
It is the NIA themselves who provide the cocaine and give it to them.
Alaji Moore left to stop la.
Alaji Moore wanted to stop it.
Hydra kai allow him to learn.
Hydra told him to allow him to learn.
Akoni o drug original drug ta.
He said when they take the original drug,
they
will mix it up with this.
This original drug?
What powder?
Sorry. This original drug you're referring to, what kind of drug are you?
It's a suspended cocaine.
Suspected cocaine.
Yeah.
And are you referring to limestone when you say lasso?
Yes.
Limestone, yes.
Thank
the
you.
White one.
The white one, thank you. And that would be the same color as the suspected cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Please go on.
Ako wale ka cocaine dealer ya ka santo.
That they used to give them the cocaine which they'll put on top of it.
Then ibe buyers all nyina.
And then they'll look for buyers.
Nim buyers all nata.
When the buyers come
kasang
to buy,
then NIAs be funtile kanjele.
Then the NIAs will pounce on them.
Ye arresting ke.
And effect arrest.
Ye kodota.
They will seize the money.
Ye tol pretend ko ye arrest le.
They will pretend as if they have arrested them.
Ye buyers will charge.
They will charge the buyers.
Ye olbula.
And then they release them.
Ye tol fanambula.
And then they release them too.
Ye kodota la.
And then they will share the money.
I will for more baby sirinje.
That was what he said, and everyone was sitting there.
Can you please explain this whole process? This is obviously a scam. by the NIA. Can you just explain it again so that we can understand and
And
ask you further questions on it? Please wait for the interpretation.
Akwesi se akan koteke katu nyimu kuleti me yalon ko kruya kolem NIA ulube menke kanu rumo. So ibese la kan ikata mandi nyame ka kolu menuke ya sata puru molu sa kalangolon kende ke munebe ke kanu.
Ansumana ko NIL si nyimbanko kang.
Ansumana said that they are in this country on the behest of the NIA.
Ebe steering dame lojo minto NIL kajejo.
And the lodge that they are staying in, it is the NIA that paid the bill.
Did he explain what lodge? Did he identify the lodge? Please go ahead.
So yena kodo dile lasikoyo sang lime.
Now they will give them money to buy limestone.
Then ya two.
They will pound it, grind it.
Then NILs now cocaine fango dealer.
Then the NIAs will supply them with through cocaine.
Yake laso kansanto.
They will put the cocaine on top of the limestone.
Ye bayal nyini.
And they will then look for buyers.
Ni wa afur sandirlan nata.
When the buyers come,
NIL bina.
The NIAs will come.
Ye arrest him ke.
And effect arrest.
Ye milnata sa ye charge.
Those that came to buy, they will charge them.
Koye mura ye tol arrest le.
They will also fin to arrest them too.
Then new tata.
After they left,
they
will then share the money.
Mr. Karbou, I just want to relate this to the particular operation that you intercepted with the NIA officers as well as the Guinea nationals. Can you tell us what was going on at that point? There were 3 civilians that you mentioned who were present apart from the NIA officers, and they were Tijan Ndour. Sorry, Mr. Interpreter.
Ako alafta nyin kuo kalango be lonnale membe ke kanong nyin operational men alia alota kunto kadu mo sababi je menu civilian olti yelu menu tolu foteng silang itelu menu nata dun ko nyin kono nyin ena ewlu ani civilian silang wala ko ite ye wobonyoto nyaadile.
3 individuals were mentioned. I have already said Tijan Ndour. There was Karbou Drame. There was Ansumana Fati. Ansumana Fati walked away with the foreign currency.
Ansumana Fati wala botaje anin boto anin sakoso tata kodobe menko.
Tijan Ndour and Karbou Drame were arrested by the NIA themselves and deposited at the police station in Berkama. The way you explain this scam and the operation that the NIA would normally go into, I mean, can you tell us who were the suspected buyers and the suspected purchasers of the drugs?
NIA will be in Fero mentamande kanteng. Why recruit ya kolem? Say info. Menu sobobala ko menu kana sandirola. Aning sobobala menu ya lonko wolemu sandir laluti anitel menu ka wafi mafo yelon jumanyo lem.
Point of clarification, I said buyers and purchasers, which means the same thing. Buyers and sellers, that's what I meant to say.
Menu ka wafi ani menu ka sang.
Ge wo panel trauma will told for buyers or ma for the.
On that panel, they did not identify who the buyers were.
But Fernando Ko,
Babu Cham,
Wolmantara Sinton,
they were not on the scene.
Brikama all that
they were not in Brikama. I did not see them there.
I understand that, but just before we get there, I just want to clarify this issue. But according to the scam, there would be suspected buyers and suspected sellers. And then when they came with the drugs and the money, the NIA would then intercept them at that point.
Yo bar ning wari ni mu tapale ya julayaleti ninga bekela sandirlalu sina adum menu fanalu be wafirola folu fanali na nyin karafulo lem so ni futata jelom ni ko be ni be ko nyin tamande kan ena ewle na finti kan ye mutaroke.
And at that point, I'm sorry, have you finished?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and at that point the NIA would then leave with the money and then leave with the drugs as well, benefiting from both.
Amunta sila niyo beketa hanufo ye molu janjanta ena ewlu itel nin kodo sita wokola fanan nyin drug me alon ko sobo ketala inyo fanan sita.
I'm just trying to understand what you're trying to tell us. Would that be the case?
Alafta fahamula la benyadi faka ke wole nyama bang ena ewlu itel nin kodo ni wo drug nyim bekata.
Ansumana yole for the yala mankente nyala. I mean satan ka wole fojang.
This was what Ansumana narrated. It did not happen before me.
And thank you. We will move on, but later on we will come back to you, and so that we can get the particular details of this scam, it would be necessary for our institutional hearings on the NIA.
Akosila nsitenteng barabe betala lembe murule na nyinkane katu mbela fila lonna le duku bundalu fanalu ninsita mbela kuolu fola nsalong ko nyinku kar lebe kering NIA ulfana karola nsalong mba sambala nyami.
You also mentioned Lamin Sima, your partner, was also there at the conference room. Did he appear to be tortured?
Kafunyo tofo Lamin Sima ini memfang tata nyola birali bitanyi molu noma ya foko abe conference room of kono jele so fo ya fana mtajire yale bang
hani mark jabala alakotonya.
No, I did not see any mark on him.
Was he detained? Do you know?
fo ya fana mutale bang
Yes.
And you were just explaining about Fernando Kor and Babu Cham. Please tell us who they were, because you had never seen them before, according to you.
Be Fernando Kor and Babu Cham la kumo fo kanung. Bari ko inene meje no itelu mantara nung alla ko be kala damu tala tumome. So yem isebune fo no nyewol la karol.
Fernando Ko Guinea national olom, Guinea Bissau kolom.
Fernando Ko is a national of Guinea-Bissau.
During Ansumana la diamu.
During Ansumana's narration,
I mean for NIA ni kadilo minke.
About how they used to deal with the NIA.
That is the time Haidara Kaiko Itenin Jamalu.
That was when Haidara asked him, you and who else?
Anate Tolufo.
That was when he named those individuals.
Please tell us the names.
Tolufo nyabang.
Ansumana Fati.
Ansumana Fati.
Karamo Drame.
Karamo Drame.
Fernando Ko.
Fernando Ko.
Akoito Lebotanangine.
He said they came from Guinea.
Babu Chamla na Odlato.
Babu Cham's coming there.
Nata Lonko atele information odi na Osila.
I got to know that he was the one who informed our OC.
So he was the informant, basically.
Yes.
But who was he in general?
But I found jumaleti no.
Ngalong as a businessman. I mean for during the stage, ako businessman ole mati.
I knew him as a businessman. That was what he said he was.
Do you know where he got that information that he supplied to your boss?
Yalo na yo kibaro soto damen I meant for Allah nyatonko Allah boss.
Ala kotonya malo.
I do not know.
Do you know what the purpose of the panel was?
Wo panelo membe sirinje samba men nyatilo ye dalilo lon na bang.
Implicating drone kamol implicate you know.
Just to implicate people. That's all. They never speak the truth.
So you're saying that the panel was not really real. It was all part of the scam. It was a cover-up.
Munda o panelo amanke kutonyati ul fonglumu kurungol leti kamenu sindije ko ya fanya men kamolu nambara.
Kurungol lom ulia fola lom anin kamol dundi.
They were people who were dubious, who tell lies, and people who implicate others.
Okay, we would come back to this at a later stage. Were you allowed to make statements finally?
True statements? But if na tebula le pour yela makama fo kela statement fo.
Kabiring Ansumana in India mo for pareta.
After Ansumana spoke and finished,
then Sukuta Jamme. Akoe ko so aleni mimbalo timbale. What is the use so tonyati je?
He said to them, so this one whom you have tortured this much, what is the use of it when there is no truth?
Janna badajila.
Before you could finish speaking,
Jim Drame kai shut up.
Jim Drame told him to shut up.
Kabra ofai.
After he said that to him,
Sukuta yala kaito chika volta moved from the so-called panel to.
Sukuta picked up his papers and got out of that so-called panel room. We were quiet.
Lamin Haidara, staka for la deputy director Haidara.
The deputy director Haidara.
Imbebe daring.
All of us were quiet.
Then Awulta.
Then he got up.
Jim Drame. Alaji Mor. Usman Sow.
All of them followed him. So we were sitting there.
Lamin Mane, NIA officer.
One other person they called Lamin Mane, who was an NIA officer.
Anatan Samba.
He took me
downstairs.
To a building which is on the right when you enter.
Charge office.
He said, they said that is their charge office.
Anyati lengola.
In front of it,
Bundindole bije.
there was a smaller room.
Yembe dundi wole kono.
All of us were taken inside there.
Talena.
It was a small room.
Bari ke la charge office gele.
But you could see their charge office.
Momo betambila fana ka jele.
And anyone that passed along that corridor, you could see.
And at this point, you're saying you were taken into a cell where you were detained officially.
Komunta nyin tembe yete samba yale samba odinkiramento je muselleti yale sindi dame.
Yes.
And can you tell us whether at that point they told you about your rights? Did they caution you? Did they charge you with any offenses? And did anything like that happen?
Ko tembo fo ye la nyantolu fo yen ye tumile bang wala ye kalamile bang wala ye kuma fo ye me ya lonko ka fo wolum dalilo ti munan na nyimbebe keka
imam fem fonya kabri ambondi panel ila o so called panel to en samba street selo kono opposite ila charge office.
They did not tell me anything. When they took me out from the other so-called panel room straight to that cell, they did not tell me anything.
And how many of you were in that cell, and how big was the cell?
atel mo jelle be o selo kono andun selo nyim fo ala waro e mosafo no nyaadile.
Fernando Kobi jele.
Fernando Ko was there.
Ansumana bijele.
Ansumana was there.
Karamo Drame bijele.
Karamo Drame was there.
Tijandur bijele.
Tijandur was there.
Babu Cham bijele.
Babu Cham was there.
Nte bijele.
I was there.
Lamin Sima bijele.
Lamin Sima was there.
Bar kabirin tata je.
But when we got there,
ngamokilin tara selo kono je.
We found one person inside the cell.
Ikafae Lamin Konjira.
They call him Lamin Konjira. We found him inside the cell. When we got in, they locked the door and went away.
So there were 8 of you in the cell?
Yes.
How big was the cell? Could it contain you? And what was the condition of the cell?
It was small, but it was just a concrete floor.
Go on and tell us what happened after you were detained.
So they left it like that. They did not take us to the hospital. We were there until around 6. Jesus and Sabaji.
Atelon IG tinu.
He was the IG then.
Anata nang.
He came
Anala Odley
with his Odley.
Nsa konton remember Sambulong.
I can remember his surname is Sambo.
Ani wo nata nang.
He came with him.
So kabri nata.
So when they came,
Bo Baji fanan nata.
Bo Baji too came.
Alaji Mor nata.
Alaji Mor came.
Jim nata.
Jim came.
Lamin Dabo nata.
Lamin Dabo came.
Ila charge office.
To their charge office.
Sukuta bije.
Sukuta was there.
Lamin Mane bije.
Lamin Mane was there.
Idunta.
They got in.
Then tol bije.
Then we were there.
Lamin Mane sel bundaele.
Lamin Mane opened the door to the cell.
Akunganandanku.
And said that we should come on.
Ndunta.
We got in.
Jesus koeko.
Jesus said to them.
Bun Sane.
Bun Sane.
Wale nata na office.
Came to my office.
Akalen na ala officer dole maltreat.
And said that you have maltreated one of my officers.
And what language was he speaking in?
He was speaking in Mandinka.
Jesus,
Jesus, yes.
So kabra ofo.
So after he said that,
nata wole jibe.
I came to check him out.
In case of soma kama.
In case of tomorrow,
or if
the big man should ask me,
ako no problem.
He said no problem.
Then aenge.
Then he saw me.
Who are you referring to as the big man?
By then, By then, it's
Yaya Jammeh. That's what I think, because he said to him, if the big man should ask me.
And who is Yaya Jammeh?
The former president.
Thank you.
Then Mbije.
We were there.
When
they brought us out, he saw me.
Ako impossible.
He said impossible.
Ako Bo.
He said to them, Bo.
What is happening?
What is happening?
Bo
said to him,
it's only my people is I explain no.
It's only my people that can explain.
Okay. Yeah, Alaji Morninga.
Then they asked Alaji Mo.
Ako no accused person only diam.
He said no, let the accused person speak.
The same Ansumana Fati.
The same Ansumana Fati. He said to them that what I said to you at the panel is the same thing. Jesus asked, said to him, what did you say there? He said to them, these 2 people, Lamin, Sima and Karbou, I do not know them. He said to him, we deal with the NIAs.
But drug squad la funto
but the drug squads, they are coming to us. That was what turned this thing to be this way.
Jesus kay boya moyle.
Jesus said to him, Bo, do you hear?
Akonye ton.
He said to me, Turn.
Ay mbalo jibe Jesus.
He inspected my body, Jesus.
Nyoita akota yang kungo fanan jibe.
I bended in front of him and he looked at my head.
Ako boy ko.
He said to Bo,
This is unfortunate.
this is unfortunate.
These three people are trying to undermine your administration.
These three people are trying to undermine your administration.
And you have given us photographs of the condition of your body after you were tortured, is that correct?
Yes.
We will give them back to you and you will identify them as the photographs that you gave to us and we will ask you further questions on it. Mr. Usher, kindly give the photographs to the witness.
These are the photographs.
Okay, and can you just please describe the photographs just briefly before we give them to the commissioners to have a look? What are they showing?
Eke
natalo balafirin liparo minke mbalola.
On the photos, the torture they meted out on me is evident on my body. These photos, I took it after we were bailed.
Ndata Brikama police station opposite Natal Dolby Jarome photo ansu
opposite the Brikama police station there was a photo studio. That's where I took these photos.
Ngani Natalolta.
And then I took these photos there. These are the photos I took at that photo
studio. Do you remember the date you took those photographs and the time period between the torture and the date of the photograph?
Foi hakilo sibulala. Watu me yetajirea ani yenyin nataloluta watu men. Wati jelle tambite itema aning yenyin nataloluta watu men fanan wotumo woning watu me yebula itemo benyadile.
Ajam fatala meta weeks soltale.
It's a long time. It took weeks.
Yeah, because Cabrina NIA detained mile 2 after Natanyin Natalota living in a bail soto.
It was after the NIA detained us at mile 2 and we were bailed. That was when I took these photographs.
And clearly by the time you took the photographs, your wounds had healed, but the scars are visible on the photographs.
Watu me benatalo tala wayatara baramolu kende ata bare hanimbi baramolu no fintitale ibala jato bala.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, we would like to tender the photographs, 2 photographs into evidence as Exhibit 121A and 121B. Thank you.
Request granted, Council.
As the commissioners are going through the photographs, Mr. Karbou, let's just proceed and continue with the conversation between Jesus, Bo Baji, and yourselves.
Time where commissioner benatalo jube kan nsi continue kachanyi natala nyadile Jesus Bobaji aning ila molu tema be diamu kan to moment.
Jesus ko boy ko these people are trying to undermine your administration.
Jesus said to Bo, these people are trying to undermine your administration.
Who was he referring to by these people?
Ako abejumanyo lemanu nako these people.
Kabring Alaji Moria accept cartelon Jim drama nala mol itolle nyinkenna.
It was after Alaji Mo accepted that it was him, Jim Drame, and his people who did this to me.
Then,
so he was referring to Alaji Moore, Jim Drame, and the people who carried out the torture.
Muntabe Alaji Moore, Jim Drame, aning iko ila mulu meni yetajireya.
Yes.
Please proceed.
Then my only advice in English akadiamu boy wala ko my only advice I can give you.
He was speaking to Bo in English now and said to him the only advice.
No need to repeat in English, please, Mr. Interpreter. Thank you.
Akai take him to the hospital, let him have medications and release him immediately.
Please proceed.
Then Bonata Fai, no problem.
Then Bo said to him, no problem.
But one in a monkey.
But that never happened.
Then BJ.
Then we were there.
Alaji morning Jimbe la church office to read a Nisukuta ni Lamin Mane.
Alaji Mo and Jim and Lamin Mane and Sukuta were in their church office.
Alaji Morka kendumuna baili ki yara mamvinun mel dunlen bai.
Alaji Mo said to him in Wolof, nobody can release this man in this manner, in the state of, in this body condition that he is.
And what do you think he meant by that? Why couldn't you be released in your condition?
Ila miraroto koto muneti munana itebula no la ka foko ibalo betembele amento.
Because ye tilimbali ya minkene mala fi dunia be woleje.
Because of the torture they did to me, they did not want the world to see me in that state.
So they were trying to hide their crimes.
Amunta ibela kuruya mabokane.
Ha.
Yes.
Let's continue.
And mbe wolto je.
So we were there.
Mbe detention je nga some weeks soto jele.
We were in that detention for some weeks.
For lunkiling.
Until one day.
Because selo nyika mol jele mil katambi.
Because when you are in the cell, you can see people who pass by.
Bobaji betambi kang.
Bobaji was passing by.
Ngakila tola.
I called him by name.
Nkayaliye mol mutajang unlawfully.
I said to him, you have kept people here unlawfully.
Nachanga luatinya.
If at all we broke the law, take us to the court. But you left us here with our wounds. We don't have our freedom. That is not right. Then he turned
in English, know how to talk to me.
And said in English,
I am telling you the truth.
I said to him, I am telling you the truth.
So Lamin mane konye shut up.
Then Lamin said to me to shut up. So I shut up.
Then Bo tata.
Then Bo left.
Mbije.
We were there.
Then lunkiling. Kabiri walk at some minutes.
After that happened, some minutes later,
Lamin mane nata cell bundaele.
Lamin mane came and opened the door to the cell. And asked us to come out.
Then I wondol soronje.
So he locked the others there.
Natata.
I went with him.
You left the 7 other detainees who we had already mentioned, and you were the only one who was allowed to leave.
Yes.
Please proceed.
Then Natata.
Then I went with him.
Nidundela main entrance la.
When you get through their main entrance, the building that is on the left,
na Celta Santo.
We climbed upstairs.
I dial.
He opened the door.
Lampo Malta.
The lamp was put on, switched on. He asked me to get inside. I got inside. He locked the door. But inside there,
no, it's okay. Then
inside there, I found one old man. He was there. His body and his shirt was soaked in blood. I asked him. He was unable to speak. But the water bottle that I went with, he took that and was drinking from it. He was groaning.
So we
were there. That day I did not go out.
For konto
till lunchtime. They brought little food. They opened the door and said that was our food.
So
I took the food and placed it down. Before I could sit down, the old man started eating. But he was eating.
Maybe 2 or 3 days.
And I could feel that he probably did not eat for almost 2 or 3 days. So I could not eat. But his shirt,
ala dendiko be yelo beta keta dendiko bala mi yalonko ajata mulunkele.
His shirt was all overstained with blood, and in fact it got dried.
Then nata nyininka.
Then I asked him what brought him there and what happened to him. He said his name was Cow. He was elderly. He said he's a student. He said he's a marabout.
Then ako ani musudo ay do ko ke wala.
He said he did some work for one lady.
Wo majo.
The woman did not pay him.
Ani alaji mor findi nyokang.
And that one mixed him up with Alaji Mor.
Wala alipa o nyama balo.
And he beat him like that.
So ako alaji mor wala abalo ke o nyama.
He said it was Alaji Mo who inflicted those injuries to him.
So mo mfuntindi.
So the next morning they took me out.
Nko lamane ko.
I said to Lamane,
O pa bi mimbe konoto.
that old man inside,
Ay attention o needle.
he needs attention.
Ako nyete ko mirala jani be wandi mirala.
He said to me, why don't you think about yourself before concerning yourself about someone else?
Mr. Karbou, just wanted to know, did you happen to know the name of the lady? Did the old man tell you?
Ako muso kebari nying men kato mukauti ako ay do ko ke muso me yaning Alaji Mor fayno kam fo anata muso to fayna ba.
Ani amawo fonye. Ala ko tonya.
No, he did not tell me the name.
I know you've mentioned that the man was old. Do you know how old he was?
Approximately. Kebala molem bari ila mira roto asike ay Maria sanji jeli nyon no soto ila mira roto dron.
Aning o pa bi se kanya ne mimbe siri mi after an ko yodum.
You could be of the same age with the dad sitting down there dressed in white kaftan.
Is that Commissioner Jallo?
Yeah.
Commissioner Jallo, how old are you? Very well. Commissioner Jallo says he's nearly 80, so okay. You would approximate his...
Afane boral sotole everything, but abalo benyameng yali pale. Abaramata bakela ko ala dendi ko fanimba bondila la balo bala akakumale.
He was bearded, but he was properly tortured. In fact, if you want to remove his shirt from his body, he used to groan.
So,
do you have, Mr. Karbou, I just wanted to get further details. What other details do you have of the man? Do you know where he was from, what tribe he was?
Akon laftanyin kebari mo kalangolon nale. Yalon ne mun sile mati abota mintole anu mo fason nem.
Ngalon ko fulolon kata ko ni atom kawleti.
I know that he was a fuller because he told me his name was Cow.
And just before we conclude, because I'm aware that we've come to the end of this session, did he tell you how his torture was conducted? I know he was beaten. Do you know what he was beaten with? Any other details you can give us before we conclude?
Ko se janimbe janjan na wairi afelenta temela mbe nying bengo banna nyimita da ala kotake. Bari ye kebari mun tajiri ya nyami. Faya fene ya lipani munela ye munimune kala ye mun tajiri ya fason ne kala hanufo akitawonya.
Ala ko tonya ma fonye ye alipare barngante na mira loto mimbe o dimol silala wolon ndolbe tambita min nanni wo ndolo kalipani electrical wayal damal nga wolone because abalo bele ni be dendi ko fon bonda ka kuntanne pabi ka kuntanne.
Between me and God, I do not know. But given the state of his injuries, I am pretty sure that he must have gone through the same treatment that we endured, that was to be beaten by electric wire.
And you had told us that he said Alaji Mor tortured him and inflicted all of those injuries on him.
I will find him for Yanko Alaji Mor le atajirea. Wole obaramulu beke abalaja to bala.
I will find you.
That was what he told me.
Did he identify any other person apart from Alaji Mor?
Alaji Mor kola fai modo fanam fule bang.
Aka Alaji le for Alaji.
It's Alaji he keeps mentioning.
Ndongalo Alaji Mor on the head of the torturer at the NIA by then, Atelom.
And I know that Alaji Mor was the head of the torturers at the NIA. He's the one.
Then Kabiri and Funtindi.
So when I was taken outside, I said to Lamane, the old man inside needs attention. He told me, why don't you think about yourself first?
And unfortunately, we've come to the end of this session. We need to have our lunch break, which is 1 hour. We will come back, and you will have more time to tell us what happened after that. Thank you.
Bidum frata nyi sesono bandulale mbitala konton dahala bari nimuruta nang isitenten kasata kolunata tenten nyadi le menu keta.
Mr. Chairman, we hand over the witness to you. Thank you.
I didn't realize that commissioners are shining examples of age and wisdom. I was going to rule council some question out of order, but a very wise old man moved quickly and said how old he is. Thank you very much. We will take a 1 hour break to come back at 2:35. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.